Hi guys, it's been an awful long time since I released a video, and I just wanted to tell you the reason why and what's been happening here in the UK. As you may recall, I was having issues with the insurance company and the third-party providers that were working on behalf of the insurance company. So my property, my house, my home, whatever you want to call it, got flooded, and I found temporary accommodation. They found me the temporary accommodation, but in the meantime I was moved 3 times. Where I was staying, they deemed it too expensive, and they found me a property, and that's when all the problems started. The property where I am now, which you can see behind me, it looks okay, it looks absolutely fantastic, but it's a property that has caused me so much problems, from the plug sockets being broken, to cupboards falling off, to lights not working, to drafts through the windows, mold, you name it, it has happened. And I've been literally writing to the Financial Ombudsman, detailing the issues, the problems. But what's happened is it's complicated, because you have an insurance company that literally has other companies working, not for them, I guess, for them on their behalf. So when you make a complaint against the insurance company will say, well, that's nothing to do with us, you need to speak to them. So you are like piggy in the middle in everything you do, and it's just been an absolutely nightmare. Now, this channel, from the description, Vlogger Paradise, it is still to do with travel, but of course I've had to come back to the UK from the Philippines, but that's not to say that it's going to be just about my issues regarding the flooding that happened in the UK. But it's important for me just to sort of give you a bit of an update, what's been happening, so you don't think that I've completely disappeared from the universe, so to speak. So where are we now? So here I am at the accommodation. It's a rent accommodation, and there are still things that I'm unhappy with. When I came here to a garden that was overgrown, to a garden that was a complete mess. Now, before anyone mentions in the comments, well, Duncan, you should have not accepted it, you shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that, and etc, etc. I appreciate that, but I was warned that the insurance company, on behalf of another company, said they could not keep paying for the rent where I was originally staying, and so of course I had to make a decision. I guess it was an idle threat, maybe. So I made a decision to come here. I regretted it. I sent off complaint after complaint after complaint, but here we are today. Okay, so this is still ongoing. It's been quite a tough road. Tough time. It hasn't been easy, but like anything in life, you just kind of accept. You sometimes accept it, and you adapt to it. The council have been absolutely not very productive, have not really shown much empathy, compassion with regards to the situation at my property that got flooded. There are ongoing issues with them, especially around the council tax, because here in England, for those who don't know, here in England you still have to pay council tax. So if you have an empty property, now there are some sort of some clauses, so to speak, but if you on the whole, if you have an empty property, you still have to pay the council tax, unless there are significant issues with that property, like my property. It has no gas, it has no water, it's literally a shell. So of course, that was reported to the council with a view of getting the council tax rescinded whilst the work was being commenced at my property. This was sent to the council. The council just took so long in acknowledging the problems, what was going on, and their replies were quite draconian. Their message was, well, it's tough, you still have to pay the council tax. And then I was on the phone to someone at the council, and this lady, and I have to say, this lady said to me, why don't you contact the Valuation Office Agency? And I'm thinking, the Valuation Office Agency? She said, yeah, they are the people that can instruct us to take your banding off. And what she meant is that I write to the Valuation Office, or the Valuation Office Agency, and I have to, of course, there's a criteria. I send off the information, I send off the pictures, and they look at it, it gets investigated, and what bamboogie, literally they write to the council take it off, and I don't have to pay council tax out of property, because it's like a builder's tip. There's just breeze blocks, there's nothing there. So of course I do that, and then I get told it could take between 6 months to a year. And I'm thinking, well, how can a government agency, a government body working, that's their role, their job, take 6 to 12 months? So of course I sent them another email complaining, whilst this is happening, I'm still having to pay council tax for property that I'm not living in. Now bear in mind, where I am now, I'm having to pay council tax. So before anyone in the comments say, well, you have to pay council tax. Yeah, but I'm paying council tax for 2 properties. How can that be right? It's not right. So I complained to the Valuation Office Agency. They give me all excuses under the sun, and this is what governmental departments do here in the UK. Excuse after excuse. You try to get something done, but it's so difficult. From phoning government departments, you could be on the phone for half an hour now, getting through to the wrong number. It's very, very difficult. So this is what I was told, 6 to 12 months. I then write a formal letter of complaint to the Valuation Office Agency, and of course I get a scripted corporate reply which doesn't really answer my questions. But the crux of the matter is because they don't have enough resources. They don't have enough staff, and so people who are in need of help do not get the help, and if they do, it takes forever to get the help. So a complaint went off, they replied back. I wasn't happy with the reply, so they called it tier 2. So another complaint's gone off to the Valuation Office Agency to try and get things rolling. And then when you mention the council to the valuation office agency, they'll say, well, they're independent to us, you know, they have their own rules, we have our own rules. It's that kind of piggy in the middle situation. It's very difficult, and you know, it's not easy. So again, the reason why I have been releasing videos is because I've been writing, emailing, trying to get all my evidence together, what he, she, they said. It's just been a minefield. But we have to remain positive, don't we? We have to remain positive. I will be going to the Philippines, back to the Philippines sometime this year. The Philippines for me was absolutely spot on. I've said it before, it was the people, it was the cost of living, the food, the hospitality. It was just amazing. Yes, and people are going to say there's no, you know, there's power cuts. Yes, we had a power cut. But I think in one of my videos, I took a picture or video. Was it a picture or video of the electricity company were there and they were fixing it? Yes, there are much more blackouts depending, or longer blackouts depending when the Philippines that you go. But on the whole, the country is just amazing. And there's been a lot of YouTubers, a lot of vloggers that have put down the Philippines. And it's not something I endorse, it's not something I promote. And some of the vloggers or bloggers are quite rude in the way they conduct themselves. And for me, it wasn't about that. It is about going to the Philippines and showing you guys, wherever you are in the world, what it's like to be in the Philippines, and try to show you the raw Philippines, but also to be pragmatic and to show the positive things, not just always the negative things, but the positive things. Because wherever you go in the world, there's always going to be negative things. There's always going to be governmental departments, private organisations. There's always going to be people that do not do their job properly or correctly. But you have to see beyond that. But the Philippines for me was just absolutely amazing. And I will be going back, and I will be out there vlogging again. So all I want to say, guys, thanks for watching this probably very boring video. Is it a boring video? It probably is boring video. It's probably something you don't enjoy. But to the Filipinos out there, to the Philippines, to the Filipino people out there, thank you so much for welcoming me into your country. And to those who are watching this vlog, wherever you are in the world, thank you. And if you can subscribe, like, share and follow, that really, again, as I said it before, I know it's a cliche and it's very boring, but it gives me an inspiration to keep doing this. Because ultimately, this journey is about me, who I am, and to show you the Philippines, the whole of the Philippines. But the things that I have to do here in the UK before I can do that, I would say on a permanent level. There's a lot going on here in the UK at the moment. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I will do my best to release another vlog, and please do leave your comments down below. If you've got any questions, please do ask. I always read the comments, I always look at the comments, and I always do reply. It may not be instantly, but I always do reply. So thank you so much. Until then, take care, and thanks. All the best. Bye for now. Bye.